Thousands of injuries and illnesses occur in the workplace each year. Last year, OSHA reported over 2 million injuries in the workplace. Over 5,000 of those injuries were fatal. No one thinks they will go to work and have something like this happen to them personally. The truth is, sometimes the possibility of a disaster in your workplace may seem distant and not worth worrying about. However, the reality is, it can happen. With increased workloads and deadlines that are always present, many employees are tempted to take shortcuts and not follow safety precautions, especially if they think management isn't looking, or even worse, really doesn't care. The combination of these relaxed and complacent attitudes can lead to tragedy. Safety in the workplace isn't just about implementing policies and procedures, it's about attitude. Promoting a safe environment has to start at the top of every organization. As a manager or supervisor, your behavior and attitude will influence the overall safety culture of your organization. If you don't take safety seriously, you can't expect that your employees will either. Not only do employees have the right to a safe workplace, but making safety a priority benefits everyone in your organization. There is a higher likelihood of business success, better reputation, increased innovation, and happier employees with improved retention rates. In this training, you will learn best practices for promoting a safety culture, to include communicating and encouraging participation. While this training is more about promoting an attitude of safety rather than specific regulations, you should understand your organization has the overall responsibility of maintaining a safe workplace for all employees. No safety culture is going to succeed without a commitment for safety at the manager and supervisor level. Your responsibilities include identifying and controlling hazards, creating safety programs and procedures, providing employees with proper personal protective equipment, and making sure it is maintained and worn properly, promptly responding to all reports of hazards and implementing controls to address these hazards, and investigating incidents or near misses so that safety procedures can be improved and future problems can be prevented. Let's talk about your responsibility for safety communication and encouraging participation. You should provide relevant safety and health information for all your employees. They have the right to know and understand the hazards they may be exposed to, the controls in place to keep them safe, and what safety practices they will be expected to follow. Take a few minutes to click each section to learn more about the forms safety and health information can take. Make sure your employees are given proper training for all job tasks that they are required to perform. A job safety analysis, or JSA, covers the specific hazards employees will be exposed to based on their work. Employees should be provided with the manufacturer's safety recommendations for any equipment or chemicals they will be using. If employees work with or have chemicals in their work areas, they must have access to safety data sheets for each chemical. Access should be easy for any employee to obtain the necessary information. You should make sure employees have access to plans and operating procedures specific for the task they perform. Your employees should be granted access to all safety information as needed. This includes injury and illness data, workplace inspection reports, and incident investigation reports. Provide visual aids to your employees that remind them of maintaining a safe work environment. This may include the use of color codes, posters, labels, or signs that identify important safety information. Also, clearly marked signs and equipment, walkways, storage areas, or where safety equipment or information can be located. Post fact sheets, such as new safety topics or changes, and emergency response information. It's important that you are also well trained on the hazards in your workplace and understand the safety procedures employees must follow, because you need to be prepared to answer safety questions from your employees if they need further clarification. Communication goes two ways. In addition to preparing employees for various safety challenges in the workplace, the employees' input and perspectives can also benefit both management and the organization. Encourage your employees to inform you on all unsafe conditions they observe, any issues or concerns they have with current safety processes, near misses, actual incidents, and any other health and safety concerns. When you get reports and feedback from your employees, make sure you follow up promptly on their concerns and emphasize that their information will be taken seriously. This allows the employee to feel their feedback was not ignored and takes a priority in keeping the organization safe. By encouraging employees to report and give feedback, and demonstrating you use that feedback, you are creating a stronger safety culture for everyone and making employees feel comfortable when communicating with you. It's best to include your employees and their input at every step of your organization's safety programs, from design to implementation. This allows employees to have a sense of ownership in safety programs and enhances their understanding of how safety programs work and can help improve processes over time. When you invite employees to participate in the overall safety culture, their awareness and commitment to safety will increase. In addition, you as a manager or supervisor will benefit from gaining more perspectives, especially from employees that are completing the tasks multiple times each day. It's important to understand participation goes beyond just reporting issues or concerns. You should also involve employees in creating or reviewing safety programs, or by encouraging them to join safety committees or incident investigation teams. To promote workplace safety, your employees must feel like they can actually participate. Let's take a moment or two to talk about a few common obstacles for participation and how you can remove these obstacles. One of the most common issues involving employee participation in safety programs is time. As a manager, you have to help employees make time for safety. Have safety meetings during regular work hours. Never schedule a safety meeting after work hours. This seems like common sense, but it happens. Another common obstacle involves the employee's understanding or knowledge of safety topics. All employees, regardless of skill, education, or language, should be allowed to participate. This doesn't eliminate the need for certain subject matter experts, but having multiple points of view is always a positive benefit and helpful. Another aspect we should consider is motivating employees to be involved in the safety culture. You should make it a point to make the employee feel appreciated and accepted. Whether they volunteered for a safety team or just doing their best to follow safety guidelines. Here are some tips for helping employees feel good about safety. Show support for employees' wellness and well-being. Make safety fun. It doesn't always have to be dangerous and hazardous. Talking about the positives of safety during a pizza lunch is always a win. Provide positive reinforcement. Encourage your team to celebrate safety and team wins. Trust your team and let them know you trust them to do their job safely. Have equal and open discussions without judgment. Understand that everyone thinks and works differently, and this is to be respected. Set clear expectations together as a team. Reflect on progress each week and how the team did. Make it clear you are available for them and want their ideas and feedback. Promote an open door policy that allows employees to talk to you and make suggestions. Promoting a safe workplace environment is an ongoing effort. Make sure you're communicating all changes and expectations while also encouraging them.